say you are banned in a new era with supposed change. A year who be via Massa, who they
Alaji Baturi. There be me too. And you opinion in the basis, but Nyansa Sabi, any Bakufoot. Inti, who starting wa bed diabolical. The last statement here I'm making, and now the starting first, and coming on your argument. But your diabolic, a predictive 14 months we are over and the way. I need a boy. I need a boy. I need a boy. If you know what NDC did to me 8 years, and now Radio Gold, it made the cabinet 10 years. I own to 10 years. Radio Gold. Radio Gold. At the cow moon to I'm making a Agyapong. Maybe I'm Ganini. Our man from there, and you're going in a beer. Mota tiny passo, tiny passo. And Jessica, Aquabi, Nanimu, or NC. How they are all call us. Come on, Master Jar, I'm a Java was a Missing Nanimu or a Muna on 3. That's all yet, and now said Marathon. You are middle of Junior Machina. And you are here. What the year, what to cheer you, even today as I speak. Kenneth Sikaya, dear man, about $84 million. And you are 1 year, NPP 4 station, up to now, India. Me, ETV. What kind of rubbish is this? And who you have next to come and talk? Say, you're kind of phone. You're kind of phone. What kind of bullshit is this? We are Mambufu, I'm make a statement, and you see what will happen.
Go ahead.
Because I'm
go ahead. I'm making a factual statement. If you make the statement, so can say okay, go ahead. Go ahead and make it.
One pet violence.
Ope.
That's what Peppa will make a chance here.
Oh, let's set the ball rolling.
Good.
Let's set the ball rolling. Let's set the ball rolling.
President, on pet Basabasa, and so we check a new man DC for a year. One month. So big dinner, never condemn. Mobianka. Baturi, I'm not here, you know, Castle look, NPP for near Ecosunya Metiasi. But who, you sit there and watch. And you know, Muna Ecosu. Nami, yeah, and you may be Cosu war, College of Education, Winneba. Corruption. And they are hiding under the law.
Corruption.
Yes, and some four Ecosu, Sika Woman D. Who cannot investigative who antagonizing NDC for?
Who antagonize you?
Yes.
How?
Yeah, but Mama Dia Bicycle. Coco his school, and your money. And NPP is afraid to act because they have people like Alaji Baturi who come and condemn. If we don't do that and punish people for their evil deeds, nothing will change in this country. And the Alaji Baturi, and Yama Akoso, 70 years example among one. What they've done to me and my company. Now, and Abba, NDC for my D because NPP for policies. They are dealing with NDC for more than any NPP for.
Man, sometimes correct him. Make a sign. I never complain. Say NPP is doing this to NDC. I never mentioned.
Talked about basic fundamental
rights. Meanwhile, fundamental rights. Media chairman of a year. I'm tolerating them. So, famra. What you say? Semi, and I'm a year radio gold for sir. And then radio gold for and a woman position. And a kind of me bawa. Just before say me do on the almost say. But I'm not interested in that. I'm not myopic. Many a biancasa. I've traveled far and wide. Therefore, I understand democracy. Near me person what you say. What you say? Near a question and yet I have condemned it. But say Nana Kufuado. President, the way I also rule country, what you have to me predicted 14 months. Excuse me.
Yeah, no.
Give me a break.
No, it's not about break. It's about the reality. 14 months simply because.
What is the reality?
The reality.
The policies we put in place. And your papa.
But you just sat here and said freedom is much better than whatever the president gives you.
And you see, it's very early.
Yeah.
The president is condemning, I'm condemning. A lot, the good people in NPP are condemning the acts of our own people, which never happened under NDC. That gives you the difference between the two political parties. And it is very good to start condemning and arresting this chairman so that it will serve as a deterrent. And trust me, from today to 2020, we have so many years to correct ourselves. The problem NDC had was that they were not bold to criticize their own people what they were doing. That is why they lost the election. So if we also emulate the NDC for any and come once a month, as for the 2020, it be no problem. But the president has criticized. I'm doing it. I'm not the only person. Hello, I disagree with the Niasamia Ukukai. I disagree with him. What you say? We should be able to control our people. Say a person Ghana echo anymore. Yeah. Sometimes I feel for the guys too. Because yeah, can you maybe NDC 40 years. So
that if NDC comes back tomorrow to power, what should we expect from them?
So,
the foundation you are
what
laying.
should we expect for your logic? Yes.
As someone kafa Ibrahim Boxite, more kambeka. More kambeka. Why when you say na rehwe me more kambeka. More kambeka.
You go try alaje.
Me pàtẹ o ye Ghana ni. O de adwuma ba. Asase ne so. Mo ma ne bi. And they have a court or China and
It drags the whole thing
right. Now, this year, walk running ye. Mama, Ibrahim,
Ghana's move.
The longer they drag the Ibrahim issue, the longer the government delay. Not just
I don't dispute
he has admitted that. Problem being but
Musubam Bonine Womunua, Ahoya Ashamano. More come
Papa, when you want
Z natural mineral water CP. Nana Yabrefo at 40. Nana Susukasa on the venue soon to be announced, strictly by invitation. Nana 40 years, but still who knows about 21 years. Why are they Nana Yabrefo? Z natural mineral water for Semen Cows say ye party wedding, any gathering. So I no more Z natural mineral water. Former MC, President or say Ochiao, or say me,
Yaman post be
or say me, oh, hey,
Yaman post. Don't you know what, bro? So more.
Oh, yeah.
Bro. So
party vigilante.
Why?
What's the bad? Okay, you put it in the war. Why? You're bad doing you. Okay, so see, in our democratic calendar, we go to elections every 4 years. This government is just in its first year. Elections is not in 14 months. Let Alaji explain what he meant by the government collapsing in 14 months.
Fine.
Even so,
I'm very happy about that.
That's he's talking about their military antecedents. Yeah. Yes, we are condemning what the boys are doing. It's bizarre, and we call on security men to arrest them. But that should not be the grounds for Alaji Batwe to incite the security men and his party supporters because they did worse. Some of us have enough to tell about the NDC's brutality. And this is Prince Donyina, former MC.
I'm happy he brought you.
Some pine, so they're about saying, good morning. Was Alaji Batwe in Ghana when even youth employment beneficiaries were chased out? When the billboards of John Mahama were vandalized because Haruna Idrissa had not been given an appointment? Yeah. I am not equalizing, but NDC shouldn't act
and I'm not equalizing. Yes, that's what you are doing.
Dishonesty and hypocrisy. Chief Baini says, my greetings to Alaji and Senior Kennedy. Please tell Senior to please stop the patapa because the fact is Ghana is becoming a banana republic because his boys whom were trained by South African mafias to defend and protect them during elections have been abandoned after winning. Hello. As far as in NDC, we are watching them closely. Long live Ghana. And 10 months, 19 attacks. Chief Baini and Adiwis Ediaba. And this one says, from Prophet Alex Chung, he is greeting everybody. And a lot of messages by Pamcho from Chamber because one that I is that natural mineral water for as a Springboard College. I work Medina Junction just behind Glory Filling Station. As someone catch you and say, Kunyanti pa, Kunyadi pa, or now that is intimindi when we pay your fare. Springboard College for on 0249 10 10 12 0249 10 10 12 and 0263 950101. Sana Roverman Productions also Basso Name Adma on the 2nd and 3rd of December, 25th and 26th of November, and then the 2nd and 3rd of December, Springboard Roverman Productions studio. Place from Kukra Ediba. Alaji, quick one on this Ghana NPP 14 months. Now for your wrap up.
My ban is but I just want to make a quick point on Ken's submission, last submission. Oh, Agyapong, what TV so Casano, officer Ghana for Yana Moon Kayo. May can be here, no see, and Ukraine can be different Eka. Now the NDC governance, Abum. But what he doesn't tell his listeners today, say, during the NDC 8 years regime, he was able to speak out, say anything that he believed, and went free.
I was
when they even took him to court, he was freed. And that is democracy.
It was not easy.
In some okay, let anybody say that today. Appear said it is an okay. Appear said it is an okay.
And what did the president
This man, what he said during the NDC regime, in some okay, should we repeat it today? That is the difference I'm talking to you. Now, with the 14 months I'm in mom, let me explain to Doina and his ends. And I hope that people at Flagstaff House will also get this message clear to the president. Menya Suseya. And I'm not praying for the downfall. But Sabi, we are political analysts. You can sit down and watch and predict. I predicted the NDC fall in August 2016. I predicted, go and Google, can Muhammad survive December 2016 election? I predicted it passed. So, President Donald Trump of America won the election hands down, even against the expectation of his own Republican Party, including former Republican president, voted against him. Because God has ordained him to become president of America, or winning hands down. What are we seeing today in America? Just the same equal 9 months, 10 months, like Akufo-Addo. What are we seeing today? What is his ratings in America today? Those who voted for Trump are regretting. Today he has become an albatross. All the promises Trump made to the American people want to be Is it different from Ghana? All this sweet talk that Akufo-Addo or Kayen, has he been able to deliver one? You told us that nuisance levies, ESLA, you are going to cancel it. Have you cancelled ESLA? Interview. All the promise Nana Akufo-Addo ni NPP share Ghana for. Tell me which one have they fulfilled? Tell me. You call them nuisance levy. You meet them. You told us that the NDC was being teleguided by the IMF. Into when you are going out of IMF. Have you left the IMF? You told us that NDC was selling ECG. Then you started the workers. Said they shouldn't allow for the privatization of the ECG. You even said they were selling it. Oma ton ECG. Mobile, have you reversed those decisions? Mobile must free SHS for all. In fact, university. Have you been able to fulfill it? Now, these are things that are boiling up. And you think that Ghanaians have easily forgotten about all this. Coupled with this is the high economic hardship at ECOSO. As a result of high utility bills, high fuel bills, and then, what have we seen in this country? And you don't see that tension is rising among Ghanaians. Okay. I'm not calling on the military to overthrow this government. I'm saying that if the government doesn't change here, face the reality, and stop this touch and go showmanship. Oh, Yakob, one factory. Go and see the factory. Where is the factory? Go and see.